ABC 22's Amber Watson is live this morning at the Beaver Creek Police Department and tells us what authorities know so far. Amber.
Good morning. Well, that highway is back open, but this crash remains under investigation here at the Beaver Creek Police Department. I recently spoke to the sergeant. He tells me one of the drivers involved will now be cited for failure to control. And this is a look at the scene. We're told that one driver started this chain reaction crash here on the eastbound lane of US 35. And we're told that a driver lost control, hit a guardrail, and the car crossed 2 lanes and then spun out. And the cars behind him did not stop in time, causing a chain reaction crash. 4 different cars were involved. Now, police tell us a few of the people knew each other and were following each other from an event overnight. Now, police are still working to get an exact number, but we're told about 5 or 6 people were taken to the hospital. Right now, police are still working to see how that first driver lost control.
As far as the rain being a factor, I mean, it was wet and slick, so obviously it helped with them sliding a considerable distance once they struck the guardrails. And then, of course, anybody trying to stop for people trying to stop as they saw things unfolding in front of them. Speed may have been a factor, but again, that's something that we'll still have to determine. But based upon witness statements, that was a possibility, or that was a problem.
Now, witnesses on the scene told police that the first driver was going fast, and after the crash, people started getting out of their cars onto the highway, creating a gridlock. Now, emergency responders had a hard time getting into the area just because of that traffic being backed up. So the highway was shut down for close to 3 hours as investigators reconstructed that crash. But all of the victims were taken to the Soin Medical Center. We're told that they all are expected to make a full recovery. And coming up at 6:50, I'll tell you, one of the biggest concerns that the crews had when they were first responding to that area. For now, reporting live in Beaver Creek, Amber Watson, ABC 22 News. As soon as that teen's mother went to sleep, that's when he grabbed the keys and stole the car. And he lost control and slammed right into this apartment complex. This is the rental office, and he slammed into the maintenance side. You can see where his car went in there. I want to show you the other side. The apartment manager has been out here along with maintenance. They have already been working on repairs. And this is the damage on the other side. Now, we're told that there is a desk right here. If this desk wasn't here, he likely would have gone all the way through this building. Now, police first spotted that 14-year-old on Fisher Road, and they say that he did not have his headlights on. So an officer tried to pull him over, and as soon as the officer flashed his lights, the 14-year-old sped off. The teen drove over a grassy hill and lost control, crashing into this building. Now, police tell us typically a lot of people are hanging out in this area, and that teen is lucky no one was hurt.
I mean, if somebody would have been out walking out here, like during the day, there's kids everywhere out here, and it could have been tragic.
And that teen is back at home with his mother. We're told that he will now face several charges and is scheduled to appear in juvenile court. And right now, the property manager is here on the scene. They are kind of going through the building now, just looking at all the damage. And we're told that this part they will not be able to come into until the repairs are made. For now, reporting live in Huber Heights, Amber Watson, Fox 45 News.
Right now, police working to identify a man who slipped through the doors at Primary Village North on Marshall Road. It happened Tuesday during the school day, about 11 a.m.
And now this morning, Centerville police are asking for your help to help track him down. Amber Watson is at Primary Village North right now and tells us what police say the man was looking for. Amber?
Good morning, and that's right. Centerville police have still not been able to identify this man since his picture was released yesterday, and they believe that he came into this elementary school more than once. At one point, a staff member in the cafeteria saw him in that area, and he mumbled something about eating before taking off. And this is a look at that surveillance video when he's walking into the front of the building. Now, police tell us that the doors of the school are always locked, but that man just walked right in as a person was walking out, and then he walks past the front desk. As the secretary watches him, after a few seconds, she decides to take action and confront the man.
She was talking to him, asking him to check in and sign in and what was his purpose in the building. And she walked him back to the office, and he decided that he was going to leave.
Now, police say that man said that he was looking for information to register a student, but he never gave his name or the student's name. And right now, police are not convinced of that story. They fear that he may have been trying to test the security at the school. At this point, they just want to talk to him to get more information. And yesterday, a man with a very similar description was spotted outside of Weller Elementary, and he left before police arrived. Now, right now, police do not believe that he made any contact with any children, and they're asking if anyone recognizes him to contact Centerville police with that information. And he was seen driving away in a dark red Windstar van. Coming up in the next half hour, I'll tell you what the schools in the area have done recently to enhance security. For now, reporting live in Centerville, Amber Watson, ABC 22 News.
And I'm Amber Watson, filling in for Megan Mongello. The time now is 6:29. Thank you so much for joining us. You saw there the MTV Music Awards. It was an exciting show.
Yeah.
We're going to have all the highlights for you this morning, and also why people are now talking about Miley Cyrus as well.
Yeah, you know, it was 1 year ago that she did the famous twerking, or the infamous twerking,
Yes.
I should say.
All
And-
eyes are always on
yeah.
her to see what she's going to do. So it's interesting what people are calling her this morning.
Right.
You'll have to stick around for that. But also 3 districts heading back to school today. And, you know, it's going to be a hot one. But also, Chris was saying that you may want to throw an umbrella in that book bag just in case, right? This morning, the city of Ferguson is preparing for the funeral of Michael Brown, the unarmed 18-year-old shot and killed by police. Thousands are expected to gather to say goodbye today to the teenager whose death sparked massive protests and riots in Ferguson, Missouri. Brown's father is asking everyone to take a day off from protesting and observe a day of silence to remember his son.